Namaste, everyone, and welcome to the Wednesday Anchor the Light lecture and meditation. So, before we start, we always ask for blessings. Some of you have asked, why do you do that anyway? Well, first of all, I don't know everything, and we always ask that divine wisdom flow through us so we can share it with you, and also that whatever comes out of my mouth will have minimal distortion. So, we always ask for blessing to the divine supreme God, divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, to all the saints of all traditions, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. We humbly ask for divine light, divine love, guidance, help, healing, divine protection. To my teacher, Master Chokok Sui Mahaguji Mailing, we thank you for your blessings in full faith. So it is. Okay, let me just set this up 1 second, you guys. Hmm. I think the Instagram link kind of froze, so if you don't mind, just give me a second. Otherwise, they miss out on the lesson, which is, I think, it's important. So give me a second. You're seeing it live, how everything is subject to change. All right, here we go. Supposed to work. Okay, we'll do it one more time. A gajillion things at the same time. As we always say, there's always a way. So if things don't work out, you just make it work. Okay, the ones in the Instagram, you should be online now. Sorry about that. I don't know why. Okay, so the lesson today is actually quite simple. It's from Rumi. Rumi said, as you start on the path or on your way, the way appears. Okay, let's do this again. As you start to walk on the way appears. Or you can say, as you start to walk on the path will appear. Now, why is this important? There's many ways to interpret this, and we'll look at it from two viewpoints. From the viewpoint or the perspective of everyday success, and also on the journey of the soul. We always look at it on both sides because if you just look at it on the spiritual side, people are very loving, very spiritual. They don't produce anything and they're dead broke. So that's not good. At the same time, if you just focus mainly on the material part, then people are successful, they make money, but there's no spiritual fulfillment. So we try to hit it on both dimensions, if you will. So let's start on the material part and we get on the spiritual part. On the material part, oftentimes you say, hey, I want to get a better job, I want to make more money, I want to have a better relationship, I want to have better health. You have all these great intentions, and that's the thing that drives me nuts. People say, oh, it's all about intention, and they sit on their ass and don't do anything. Sounds familiar? Yeah, because I'm waiting for the download. I'm intending this. Your intentions are completely useless if you don't take the first step. Yeah, but I'm not sure I know everything yet. That's why when I read this, what Rumi said, as you start to walk on this, whatever path it is, you take the first step, then the second step, and the third step, things open up. Now, you're going to screw up? Of course, all of us do. But as you mess up, at least you can course correct. Well, somebody who just sits there, I'm going to make sure I can figure it out from, from point A to point Z. Sure, the person who takes the first step, by the third step, they make a mistake, they readjust, fourth step. By the time you go to, let's say, 1 year from now, 2 years from now, the guy who kept going, even though he messed up, compared to the person who's sitting there, let me figure this out, let me plan it, make sure everything is right, the person's going to be way ahead. The doer and the thinker. Doing is a manifestation of your thinking. Thinking does not always mean doing. In fact, to be completely direct, and I know some of you won't like this, but I'll tell you anyway, you can always turn me off. Oftentimes, we overthink everything because of fear. We're afraid it might not work, or it might work too well. True? Think about it. Oftentimes, that's what happens. We overthink. I want to make sure everything's perfect. I want to make sure everything's right. You're just making a stupid excuse because you're afraid to take the first step. Be completely honest with yourself. Sometimes we use spiritual teachings to give ourselves excuses not to succeed. Yeah, but I know I might make a mistake. Try telling the the toddler, "Hey, don't try walking because you might fall." The toddler doesn't know and doesn't care. They fall, they get up. They fall, they get up. After a while, they get it. So on the material side, that is very, very important. You know, you want to have better health with your diet, with your exercise, with your rest. Those are three key things for your body, by the way. So with those three things, same thing. Yeah, I'm gonna join the gym. I'm gonna start working out. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I just want to make sure I got everything figured out. All right. Well, the other guy goes, I got to do this. They jump in. Now, is it possible they dove in impulsively? It's possible. So what do you do? Oh, I think I jumped in too early. I'm going to the gym every day. I think my body needs the rest. I'm overdoing it. Okay, let me readjust. Well, the other person's thinking, let me plan this out. Make sure everything's working out. In the meantime, the guy's way ahead. The other person's way back there. Which one you want to be? Same thing. Your finances. Yeah, I'm going to start saving. I want to make sure that I have enough for retirement, blah, 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 whatever. You're planning it out. You have all this whole big old spreadsheet. Everything's good. Hey, amazing. Simple question. When are you going to take the first step? You remember I shared this with you before. When it comes to planning and getting things done, true, most of you know why. The motivation is extremely important. But you know what makes things happen? It's not the why. It's the when. When. When gives you the emotional commitment to take action. Without the when, it's a beautiful, gorgeous masterpiece of an idea, and it just stays in the energy world. Write this down. Results count. Intention without results are useless. Write it down. So, the good thing about this is once you get started, you say, this is my objective. I want to have better health, better finances, whatever it is your objective. All of you have different targets. You have that target. You say, this is important, so you take the first step. You might not know every step to get there, but as you take the first step, the second step appears. The third step, fourth step, I screwed up. Let's go back to the path. In the meantime, you're constantly what? Moving forward. Either incrementally, right? Or in a big way. Doesn't matter. It depends on the person. So the thing to remember here is, as Tony Robbins says, taking massive action. And that just go for it. You plan it out the best that you can. You say, yeah, but there's some unknowns. Yeah. Tell me something in your life that has no unknown. You'd be bored out of your mind. True? And that's what makes it exciting. So that's on the material side. You get started. The path is good, is opening up to you as you keep going. Let's talk on the spiritual side. On the spiritual side, you have the people always ask, is there free will? Common question, is there free will? And you always have people arguing, which I think is a complete waste of time. They just like to argue for the sake of arguing. I just ignore them. In classical, yeah, there's free will. No, there isn't. I'm sitting going, You guys done? Of course, you gotta let them go through their process because people need significance. They need to be heard. I go, okay, go. Finish what you're saying. When they're done, you're both right. They go, how could you have free will and no free will manifest at the same time? Because it's the wrong question. It's not whether you have free will or not, it's how many free wills do you have? So there's the free will of the higher soul, and there's the free will of the incarnated soul. I'll talk about that in a second. There's the free will of each of your chakras, and there's the free will of each of your energy bodies. Now you're confused. That's why people argue, free will this, free will. I'm going, all right, take your time. By the time they hear what I have to say, which didn't come from me, I learned from my teacher, what you call free will is what you call a certain tendency. Okay? A certain tendency. For example, your basic chakra, the base of your spine, its free will or its programming or its tendency is to help the organism survive, make money, function in the material world. The so-called free will or the tendency or the programming of your heart chakra is to give the organism, give the soul, the spiritual being, whatever, the ability to love and care for people. That is the tendency. However, that tendency can be increased or decreased. So let's just use love, for example, because all of you are loving people, I think you can relate. If I use the basic chakra too much, I'm going to hear complaints again, oh, you're too harsh, you're too direct. So, okay, let's go with the lovey-dovey stuff. So your heart chakra is the chakra of love. So its tendency, its programming is to allow you to show love, mercy, caringness, forgiveness, and whatever to other people. Yeah? The so-called free will is your ability to increase or decrease it. So you can say, this person, I want to pour so much love into them. That's your decision. That's your food. That's the dosage that you give. This other person, well, he's really a jerk, but we're supposed to love and forgive him. Okay, I'll give him a little bit of love. Or this other person, nah, I don't want to. That so-called free will is the ability to adjust the dosage of that loving energy. Make sense? Same thing with your thoughts and your emotions. Now, here's the interesting part. We talked about this already. Your spiritual self, the higher soul, is pure energy and light. So this being of light, in order to learn lessons, has to take on a body, an emotional body, a physical body, emotional body, and mental body. We talked about it. You've heard this a gajillion times already. So the higher soul, actually we'll just use the word soul for now, insert itself into certain vehicles, body, emotions, and thoughts. The part that is inserted, okay, let me do my good friend again, for some of you who are new. I always have to remember this dude. Okay, so imagine I'm the soul. My body's the soul. In order to learn lessons, I put a portion of myself, which symbolized by my hand, into a physical, emotional, and mental vehicle so I can think of how to get cookie, how to desire that cookie, and eat it up. Okay? So, just to kind of differentiate the soul and that part of the soul that is now embodied, we'll just call it, the way my teacher explained, the higher soul, just to kind of give a differentiation, and the incarnate or embodied soul. So what you see walking around is the shell the soul is using to move around the material world. So that part of the soul that's moving everything around is what we call the incarnated soul or the lower soul, just to make it easier to understand higher and lower. Now, when you say higher and lower, we're not talking about, your higher soul is on the 5th floor and the incarnated soul is on the 2nd floor. It's a matter of frequency and dimension. Just like FM frequency vibrates higher than AM frequency. On your radio, you just flick a switch. Just like your TV. When you turn channels, they're different frequencies. You didn't have to move your TV from here to the 2nd floor to get the next channel, right? 3rd floor. You see so far? Okay. So, there's the decision of the higher soul. The higher soul says, okay, this lifetime, I want to learn loving kindness. I want to learn generosity. I want to get rid of some stupid tendency I had before to be a lazy ass. Those are the lessons I want to learn. So when the higher soul incarnates, incarnate is meat, meat or flesh in Spanish. In as well, in, out. So the higher soul incarnates into a physical form. And of course, that physical form can feel and think. Got it? So the higher soul has its programming, its free will. These are the lessons I want to learn. The incarnated soul carries that program when it enters the body. However, here's the interesting part. That might be pure. That's the higher soul's free will. The incarnated soul says, gotcha, I'm going to do that. But as it goes through life, the body, the emotions, and thoughts have a strong influence over the incarnated soul, which is my hand. Make sense? So let's say the higher soul says, okay, you're going to practice moderation. The incarnated soul says, yes, we're going to practice moderation this lifetime. But the emotions got such an intense desire for cookie, it overwhelmed the incarnated soul. So at some point, the incarnated soul forgets the original plan. So its free will is now muddied by the emotions and the thoughts. Get the idea? So you have the free will of the higher soul, you have the free will of the incarnated soul, which is supposed to be the same. But because of getting entangled with the physical, emotional, mental world, what you call the earthly life, oftentimes the incarnated soul experiences amnesia. So when people argue there's free will, no free will, it's not really the right argument because what you call free will is biased. There's the will of the higher soul, but by the time the incarnate soul wants to execute it, he has to wade through this mud of thoughts and emotions and desires and ideas and whatever of the everyday world. Now, why is this important to understand? If you understand this, then you realize the importance of meditation. Meditation temporarily does that. Right? You just want to quiet the room. You don't want to hear anything. You want to make sure you're comfortable, temperature is right, so the physical body is not exerting any bias or influence over you. Whatever emotional crap happened yesterday, the day before, whatever, your thoughts going on, all of that you're temporarily setting aside or emptying it out so you can hear the voice of silence, which is the voice of the higher soul. So that's what I said. When you do meditation, you're temporarily doing this. So without your spiritual practice, good luck. Your so-called free will is not free. It's influenced by the people around you, influenced by social media, influenced by your feelings, your thoughts, and your body. Let's drive it home. Let's say the incarnated soul says, I really want to go exercise. Okay, let's tie it together. So that was your intention, right? The higher soul says, this lifetime, I want to accomplish all these things. Then the incarnated soul says, yep, in order to do that, I have to have a body that's strong enough to fulfill it. Watch this. So far, so good. But the physical body, since you didn't take care of it before, its own consciousness says, nah, let's stay in bed. What? I have to go work out? What? I have to eat right? What? I have to let it rest? I don't want to do any of that. So the incarnated soul, whose original so-called will or intention is to go to the gym or do whatever to take care of itself, the body says, nope, I ain't doing it. So if the incarnated soul does not fight, does not push, the body wins. So here's my question. Where's your free will? Exactly. These people, That's why when I watch the news, I read through and they go, oh, the free will, I have to have the freedom to do this. I'm going, go suffer. Because until you realize who's making decisions, your free will doesn't matter. Because if your emotions are so biased from an emotional pain from the past, that so-called emotional pain is a powerful thought form that clouds the incarnated soul. The so-called free will the incarnated soul is making is not really free. It is biased by that thought form from the past. You realize that? That's simple. So when people start arguing, yeah, I have the free will, I have to do this, I do that. Let's see, if your life conditions were different, would you still be making the same decision? Would your free will still be the same? Most likely not. That's why you have to always go back to number one, who am I? When you go to that space of stillness and meditation, that's when you ask, what is the purpose of this lifetime? What is the purpose of this incarnation? Then at that point, the more you do that over and over again, then the free will or the path or the way to fulfill it in that lifetime will present itself. That's all. Haven't you noticed sometimes you're going, yeah, I was going to go watch a movie, but somehow I just sense that I should go to this meditation group. I've heard people do that. They go, I was supposed to go watch a movie, and then, well, I'll pass by this bookstore. And this actually happened to one of the students. I was at the bookstore, and then when I was there, it was the strangest thing. A book fell off because, I've been praying. I really want to know who my teacher is, or I really want to have a path to heal myself and heal others. This person was in the bookstore, and a book fell. I mean, it literally sounds like a wild story, but she said a book fell. She picked it up. It's a pranic healing book. And there's nobody around. Yeah, it's a coincidence. Exactly. I love coincidences. They just seem to happen a lot. So from then, that's how she got into pranic healing. It was wild. I heard this story about 20 years ago. She's supposed to go somewhere, but she decided to pass by. You see what happens is the higher source says, hey, go over there. But she took the step. Once she took the step, the way appeared. That's why, let me go back to what Rumi said. As you start to walk on the way appears. Or, as you start to walk on the path appears. But if you never start, nothing happens. And one of the things I really love to use, and some of you have always remind me about this, I learned it from some guy. Again, I don't take credit for it because I know nothing. Done is better than perfect. You heard that say so many times, right? Done is better than perfect. In other words, if you take action, get the job done, you might not be perfect, but you get there. But some people, I want to make sure everything's perfect. Let me think everything through. Everything's in line. Everything's planned. Okay, you take you 20 years. In the meantime, the guy who started 20 years ago has no clue what the heck he's doing. Would be like already a quadrillionaire, and you're still sitting there planning and still being broke. That's the difference. Just know you did your best to plan everything out, schedule, take that step. Or as we say, push that button. You can write this beautiful email. Amazing. Paragraphs and paragraphs, so life changing, so impactful. If you don't press send, it's useless. Send. Right? Or if you're writing an article, a blog, whatever. Yeah, man, I spent hours, days, and weeks and this amazing thing. If you don't press post, nothing. Clear? I hope that helps. I know some of you go, man, he's talking to me. He's kicking my butt. You're right. because that's how my teacher got me to move. Because being an engineer, I overthink everything. Well, yes, be this. He said, "Move, do it." Yes, master, I'm still planning. A year later, he comes back. Where's the results? Master, I'm still planning it. Anyway, and he walks away. Results count in every part of your life. And the beautiful thing about this is just take that step. Take that step, and where to put your second step will show up. Then where you put your third step will show up. And you just keep going, and you keep going, keep going. Before you know it, you look back and go, wow, I've come a long way. That's not going to happen without taking the first step. But if you take that first step and just keep going, keep going, keep going, you'll be surprised how much you've accomplished. All right? So I think you get the idea. And we always want to be better. We don't want to stagnate. We talked about this before. Even if you think you're standing still, you're not standing still because time is continuously going through. So if you're standing still, you don't do anything, you're actually moving backwards. This time is like a river, like this. The smart thing is to ride time to the future. It starts with what? Taking your first step. Let's ask for blessing. To the Divine Supreme One, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. Personally, to my teacher, Master Choa Kok Sui Mahaguru Jameling, thank you for divine light, divine love. Thank you for divine power to move forward. Thank you for all the blessings in full faith. So be it. All right, you ready? Left hand, tap your heart. Right hand, tap your crown. Put your hand like this. I am that. I'm not the body. I'm not the emotion. I'm not the thoughts. I am the soul that utilizes the body, the emotions, and thoughts. I am that. The soul, the spiritual self. I am connected in one to my higher soul. I've always been connected in one with my higher soul, my higher self. Be still. I'm connected with the divine spirit in me. I am a child of God, meaning we're still growing and learning. I'm one with God in essence. I'm one with all. We are one. Be still. Open your palms in blessing. Visualize the earth in front of you. We'll do the meditation twin hearts as taught to us by my teacher, Grandmaster Choa Kok Sui. So be aware of your heart in your hands. Just say our hearts are one, our souls are one, our spirits are one. From your heart, project beautiful pink light and fill up the entire earth. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Wherever there's hatred anywhere in the world, let me sow unconditional love. May my soul be blessed with peace and love. And may share it with every person, every being on earth now. Where there's injury, let me sow pardon and forgiveness. Where there's doubt, let me sow faith. Where there's despair, let me sow hope. May all be blessed with hope and faith and a better life. So be it. Especially the ones going through challenging times in their life. May their life be filled with hope and faith and a better tomorrow. So be it. So be it. Where there's darkness, let me sow light. Sadness, let me sow joy. May all be blessed with peace, with love, with a spirit of forgiveness, with hope and with faith, with light and lots of joy. So be it. Be still and just let those blessings flow through you and fill up your home. People you love, you care about. Loved ones and relatives, people in your workplace, and just let it spread everywhere throughout the entire earth. Now, be aware of your heart. Take a deep breath. Be aware of your crown. Exhale and just let the golden light from your crown flow down through your hands and bless your home again. All your relatives and friends, same thing, just let it spread everywhere. Fill the entire earth with golden light. Just say, our souls are one. Be still. From the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being on earth be blessed with love and kindness. Let all be blessed with great joy and happiness, with understanding, harmony, and divine peace. May all be blessed without exception. So be it. Fill the earth with beautiful golden light. Now be aware of your heart, be aware of your crown. Take a deep breath. Exhale and fill up the entire earth with even brighter golden light. From the center of the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being in every dimension, higher, middle, lower dimensions, in every direction, may all beings, without exception, be divinely blessed with love and kindness. All beings. May all beings be blessed with inner peace, inner healing, with divine love. May all be blessed with understanding and harmony, goodwill, and the willingness to do good. May all beings be blessed. All means all, including the ones who have not been kind to us. May they be blessed with peace, with love, and with kindness. So be it. May all be blessed without exception. So be it. Now just keep your tongue on your palate. Be still. The stillness allows the blessings of your higher soul to flow through you. Just be still. Just keep let the energy flowing through you. Just think of the people who need the blessings of peace, love, inner healing, who are having difficulties with their health, with their relationships, and their finances. Fill them with this golden light. Bless the people who have been kind to you. All the people who have been kind to you. Fill them with beautiful golden light and just say thank you. May all be blessed. Just be still and just keep letting it flow through you. Blessings be to all. With your eyes still closed, tongue still on the roof of your mouth, lower your hands gently. A few inches above your head, imagine a beautiful golden star, just a brilliant, brilliant miniature sun, radiating brilliant light everywhere. Be aware of the love in your heart. Send a stream of love from your heart up to the crown and into that beautiful golden star. And stay there. Be still. Be aware of that beautiful radiant light. I am that. That light am I. I am that light. That radiant light am I. I am that. That I am. Be still. Allow your awareness to drift deeper and deeper into that golden light. every particle of your being is swimming in that golden light. Om. Be still. Be aware of the inner stillness. Be aware of the inner peace. And just simply let go and let things be. Now. Any sound, any noise you hear will just help you drift deeper and deeper into that brilliant light and pure nothingness. Now. Allow your consciousness to just simply melt into that ocean of golden light. Gently, very slowly, very gently and slowly, come back to your physical body. Take your time. Gently move your fingers, move your toes. Just very gently and slowly come back. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes. Okay, just take your time. We added some extra secret sauce there, so some of you did not want to come back. I know. Raise your hands again. Picture all the people you love in front of you. All the people you love. Fill them with so much golden light. Fill them with love, with light, with happiness, with joy, with the blessings of abundance and prosperity and spiritual oneness. So be it. Now be aware of your feet and the base of your spine. Remember, we always do this. Put your golden light down into the earth so you get grounded. Let our beloved Mother Earth and all her children, all of creation, be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. Let our beloved Mother Earth be healed, regenerated, and revitalized. Blessings be to our Mother Earth. May our beloved Mother Earth be healed, be blessed. So be it. Regenerated, revitalized. May all be blessed. So be it, and so it is. Just fill the earth below you with so much golden light. So be it. Okay, let's give thanks to the Divine Supreme One, Divine Father, Mother. Thank you. To all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. Personally, to my teacher, Master Swakok Sri Mahagu Jumailing, thank you all for your great, great blessings. In full faith, and so it is. Okay. A little inside tip for you. in that time when it was really still and silent, different people have different points that they hit it. What you want to do is when you get to that point when it's like nothing, no thoughts, no emotions, like blank, that's the time, if you want, to ask a simple question to my higher soul. And then you ask the question. Because at that point, everything has been emptied out. You're experiencing that stillness and peace. That means no thought forms are floating around, but you're still conscious. That's the incarnated soul's time to say, remember we took out that. That's the time where you have the best connection with your. Some of you know what I'm talking about. Spacing out. Remember, the higher soul, the head is the incarnated soul. When you're that time of stillness, that's when you did this. So that's the time when you have the greatest connection to who you really are. That's when you ask the question. Now, will you get the answer immediately? Some yes, some no. But some of you will just be an urge, a certain feeling, a knowingness. Then you just take the first step. All right? So just a quick announcement, then let you go about your day. We're excited to share with you on September 17th and 18th. It's going to be a magical weekend to integrate your spiritual life and your sacred space. So I'll be teaching my teachers, teaching inner teachings of Hinduism Revealed and Pranic Feng Shui online. So if you have a U.S. address, you're welcome to join those 2 days. It's going to be intensive, 2 full days. And you already know, 2 full days for me, I pack it in with as much as I can because my goal is to metaphorically make your brain explode. Because I really want you to have the information, and there's going to be a lot of practice and meditations for you to be able to apply what you learned. Anyway, you'll get more information on this. Just go to mastercode.org. The information is there. All right, we will see you in 7 hours and 16 minutes for Anchor the Light on Wednesday. Just a quick announcement for Friday. I'll be in Florida with Tony Robbins for Business Mastery 2. So the Anchor Light time will be adjustable. I don't know yet. Once I get there, I'll let you guys know. So stay tuned. I hope you have your notifications on. Leave me some feedback there too while you're at it. Again, when I travel, the schedule changes. When I'm here, I can do it. And in 2 weeks, I will be in England, in UK, to teach classes there. So again, that week, the schedule will be, I don't know how this is going to work because I'll be teaching from morning to night for like 5 straight days or something like that. So those days, obviously, I won't be able to anchor the light unless my other self is doing it while I'm teaching class. Who knows? Just want to give you a heads up on that. All right, that's the last weekend of August going to September. I'll be in England, and if some of you are in that area, I'm teaching Kriya Shakti, Pranic Feng Shui in person, the prosperity classes, and we do a lot of exercises, and it's put together by Les Flitcroft, a fantastic instructor. If you haven't taken class with him over there, and that's it. Namaste, everyone. You all take care. We wish you an amazing day, evening, wherever you are, and we'll see you in a few hours. God bless. Take care.